Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 2017 Land Rover Discovery HSE Lux. This is a TD6. It's a clean title, clean Carfax car. It's got 54,000 miles on it. Had an $80,000 MSRP. We can finance it through Cotto, put an extended warranty on it, welcome trades. So this is the Turbo Diesel 6. We love it for the torque and the fuel economy and for towing. We also love it for its off-road ability, and this has the Capability Plus package on it, which means it's got an active locking rear diff as well as a center rear diff. Right now it's in off-road height, so that's as high you can get this thing. If you were driving on the highway, that would drop to a safer height, and you can manually collapse that. The wheels on this side are good shape. There's a little bit of curb rash on the passenger side. The tires are in good shape. They're Michelin Defenders. It has passive entry, so if you hit that, if you put your finger in there, you're going to lock that. You're going to see the mirrors fold. And then what a lot of people are not aware of is you can't unlock that through there. You've got to actually grab the handle and that will activate. The reason there's a key here is you pop this cover off if you kill your battery, and you get a mechanical key and you can manually open your door. This pops off. So anywhere you see a dimple, you can lock your car. Cosmetically, it's really clean. It's got tow package on it. It's got a backup camera. I like these because of their ability. I've driven one of the, I personally own one of these for a while. We drove through one, just a terrible blizzard, going over to Lake Chelan one year, and did not slip or slide or move at all. It was really impressive. So this is a third row seating. You do all this stuff with power. So I think, if I can get this right, yeah, so you have the ability to move your seats up and down, which is surprisingly handy. There's also a third row in here, you can tell by the seatbelt, that's activated under this same panel here. It's this, which I'm not going to activate. I do have pictures of it in case you are interested. It's really clean. Typical, you don't use the third row just because there's not a lot of room, but you could use them for small kids. So one of the cosmetic things on this, there is a dent here. Let me if I can get an angle on it. I cannot fix that without painting this panel, which I do not want to do. Normally we would PDR this, but because of the structure around this location, I can't fix that, so that is what it is. You do have a little curb rash here on the back rim, and a little curb rash there. This piece popped off. I will replace that. That will be done when before we sell the car. So it's $1,400 paint. If I haven't mentioned that, it's Namib, I think is how you say it. It is a orange metallic paint that goes back to Rover special order stuff quite a while back to the, well, I don't know. I know you could get them in the early 2000s because we had a supercharged Rover with this color, which was almost unheard of back then. Now I think it's a little more common. You see it on rigs more often. It's got a front camera, which is a surround view. You do have it's their best headlights, HED lights, which means also you've got automatic high beams, which is really nice. They'll turn on and off through a light sensor and oncoming traffic. You have heads-up display. You have second row. So it's upgraded leather. You've got rear entertainment on this. You've got rear climate. You have a sunroof in the back and a sunroof in the front. So you've got control over your back seats, so this is optional. These are power folding options, and then a power option here. So that is not standard. You also have a thing up here to move them forward to get in and out of the back row. You've got upgraded sound, so this has got a Meridian sound system on it. You can tell by this little cutout here, you've got blind spot, which you'll see illuminate when I start it. So there's your door trim. Meridian sound again, as I mentioned. Wood trim, upgraded leather, super nice seats, perforated leather, which is nice because these aren't ventilated, but one of the nice things about them is that it will not, because it's not a flat surface, it makes a big difference on getting hot in warmer weather, and with a light interior, that's not going to happen as much as it would with black anyways. So push button start, as I mentioned, passive entry. And then you'll see that illumination on so that's indication you've got a blind spot monitor. I'm going to move this back real quick. So as I mentioned, I'll go over the window sticker. We've got an image of this on our website, but The things that we like on this car in particular are going to be the 3 packages: Vision Assist, Capability Plus, and Drive Pro. So Vision Assist is cameras and lights. I'm pretty sure I've got that down. Capability Plus is the locking rear diff, the active, and Drive Pro is adaptive cruise. So those are the stuff you want on these things. This also has heated steering wheel. You have paddle shifters. You have an upshift on the right, a downshift on the left. On this generation Rover, if you've got arrows on either side of these, you have adaptive cruise. Typically, it's just these markings here, which is regular cruise. So this is an indication of adaptive cruise. Heated steering wheel, voice activation, Bluetooth, your ability to go through your mode and change your displays. As you can see, 54,504 miles. This green indication here of the with the auto on it is that's an automatic high beam setting. So what you do is you put your headlights into auto, and then you push this forward, and now your high beams are going to turn on and off automatically. You've got traffic sign recognition, so you can see speed limit stuff. Center console. You've got SD card readers, USB chargers, a power source. You also have a cooler. So you switch this on. I made fun of these until a couple summers ago. I took a road trip and had this with had some charcuterie and some cheese and silverware napkins and a couple of Izzy's. So surprisingly handy. Storage. This is your off-road. So this is all-terrain response, and this is the most comprehensive with the Drive, with the Capability Plus. So if you put this in neutral and you spin this around to here and then put this in low, what you're going to see is and then you go into your 4-wheel drive system, you're going to see this. So now you have a center and a rear locking diff. So without Capability Plus, this just stays open, and it's not, you can't lock it, and you do, in most of them you would have this. You got suspension information here for articulation. To deactivate that while it's in neutral, you just spin that around, and then take that out of low, and that's going to unlock everything. I'll be honest with you, I drove this around in the snow and the ice a couple weeks ago, and I had it in snow mode, and I guess it is helpful, but what it does is it launches you slower and gives you a slower throttle response, so you don't end up sliding. I found it handled actually perfectly well just in normal mode. You can push that down and it will handle that in automatically in whatever conditions you're in. That's not bad. So climate systems here, heated seat. So if you spin that, so if you hit this and then spin it to the right, you have a 3-stage heated seat. So that, I'm going to put that back in park. I'm going to go to the home. So this is a customizable screen. So down here you'll see you've got 4 dots. So you could put whatever you want into here, so you just use this. Otherwise your base is navigation, media, and phone. And then these are your options as far as media interface settings and so forth. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, rear media, which is your DVD. You have cameras. And on this car you do have a surround view camera. Over here you can change the view. That is nice. A lot of people, especially if you're going to use it for off-road, you can activate the front camera so you can see where you're going. And then, as I mentioned, the 4x4 and showed you earlier, ambient lighting, Bluetooth seats. So you can fold these, you can unfold them, which is really nice by hitting these. So you can unfold all, fold all. Super comprehensive. You have 2 glove boxes. You have an upper glove box here, and then you have a lower glove box here. So we've got the headphones. It doesn't look like I have books for this. I do have 2 master keys, which I will show you, which are here. There's your passenger side doors in good shape. Passenger side seat is clean. Dash is clean. HomeLink, so 3 buttons up here, programmable for security gates and garage door openers. Trying to think of what else. I mean, it's so much car for the money. So what we have seen in the last year has the Discoveries have gotten very inexpensive, and we believe that's because of the Defender market. And so these are, as far as we're concerned, really good values. Not as rugged of a look, but certainly very, very capable and way more capable than most people are going to be comfortable with. I mean, they will go anywhere. They have a great four-wheel and all-wheel drive system. And then when they're loaded like this, you have all the gear that you would want in a luxury vehicle, and also a rig that will take you anywhere. So if you have questions or would like additional information, please feel free to contact us. We can be reached at 503-227-2354. Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.